Hi, it was just a sunny day, very warm. I came back from school. I couldn't just wait to take my material to the designer, people who are making clothes, to make me this clothes I saw on the street one day. I was coming back from a friend's place. So I hurried back home, ate some food, and then I wanted to remove the pants, trouser I had on. But one thought was like, you know how long it takes you to remove this trouser? It was a light lemon corduroy jeans. I was a little bit slim at that time, so I always force some jeans on me. It's so tight, and sometimes I find them difficult to even remove them or put them on. Not because I wanted, because I had not much clothes to put on. So on this day, I thought of how I'm going to remove my corduroy jeans. I was like, okay, let me have it on. The stress is going to be too much for me. I don't want to start jumping up, adjusting, and how many times jumping up and down before it can get down my waist. So I took the materials I bought and I headed to these people who are making clothes. On my way getting there, it's going to take me anyways about 20 minutes to go from Iyanoworo to Oworoshoki. It was just a bridge, but before I could head to where this tailor is, I always pass here because most times me and my friend, we go to one of her family member friend, I don't know, because these people are not her boyfriend. We always hang out because they come from the same side, so, and they speak language, so always hang out with them. Then I was so excited to also get there because it's been a long time I've not seen my people. Then when I arrived at the fashion designer place, I saw that the yellow gown I saw there was gone. But luckily, I have the styles on my head because I was so interested in making this gown my own way, how I would like the design to be changed or what should be added to it. I walked into this place. As I want to go to this glass where I saw the clothes, I now noticed there was no door leading to this glass. I asked and they directed me through the passage. You have to go into the compound. The second door you see is the place. I now knocked on this door. Somebody answered. I came in. There were about 2 girls of my age, other boys. Some I'm older than them, some are older than me. Just young people, youths. They were there and they were busy. Some wanted to iron and other things. I can't really say what was going on. So where all these people are, I'm thinking this is the most safest place I can be. So a thought came to me and said, why don't you return home and try to give them this clothes another day, since no one was answering me. I was like, oh, because they're too busy, let them finish what they're doing. After all, when you go to a place, you want to do something, they have to first attend to someone who is there before you, before they will attend to you. This instinct in me told me many times to go and come back next time, but I refused and I waited. It was just within 10 minutes thereabout that this young man walked into this place. And this young man, he's tall, he's dark, tall, and a bit older than this group I saw. Immediately he just entered there was silence. And everybody paid attention and greeted him. All were quiet and he started laughing. Very funny. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Is this happened? This can never be truth. I was like, this thing has nothing to do with me. He was just talking to them. I kept quiet. Then after some time, I noticed he was not really paying attention to me. He just concentrated on this, his lamenting of either being lucky or how could something like this happen? Oh my God, my goodness, things like that. Then he asked these people to go away. My Yoruba was not really so good, but from little I could understand was that the people, whatever he said, made the people walk out. Then I now told him I came here to make this clothes. Then he ignored me and went straight to the door and jammed it. And this door is the door, when you jam it and turn this thing, it's closed. There's no way you can get out of that place without turning this thing. So him asking these people going out, them going out, and me wanting to follow these people to go out the same time, like the second 2-3 people out of that place, though I never knew there was something up. I was just thinking, okay, they go out, I don't want to be around this guy, let me just go. Me trying to go out and him pushing somebody out and locking, jamming the door like this and even turning it the same time. And people saw me there. Almost 15 people saw me inside this room. So I was not really panicking. Then I stayed. Then I started telling him about this clothes I wanted to make. He was still busy lamenting on whatever he was lamenting. Then later he asked me, are you not this girl who cross here once in a while, and when I call you, you make me like this? I was like, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, because now he could no longer hold his anger. Me, hold me, the whatever of this place, you insult me before people. Whenever I make you, I call you, you make me like this. I was like, are you serious right now? Before I could say anything, this guy just landed me the worst slap of my life. He said, today he's going to show me that he's the mighty of this place. He started beating me, and there was no way, no chance for me to fight him back. I tried all I could to fight him back, to withhold him, to stop him, or to no avail. I couldn't succeed in fighting this young man back. The beating was too much, and he didn't care how the beating was landing on me. Then he said, next time in your life, you don't insult me like this. And these are things you could do in the other places I've lived in. Nobody would even ask you to do it like this. So cultures are different. The culture difference is that I wouldn't have behaved this way I behave in Lagos, the way I used to behave other places I've lived, and there was no problem. So this place, this thing has landed me in a serious problem. This is how this guy held me there. Tried all he could to rape me. Tried to bring scissors to cut my trouser. Tried all he could. I was like, okay. Because he even tried to cut it. But the trouser I had on was so tight that even myself to put my finger on it and remove it is very impossible. Then when he bring his scissors, I will be like, okay, but please, let me then remove it. What's the need of cutting the trouser? What will I wear and go? He will like, it kind of calm down, and I will struggle to remove the trouser. And in my mind, to tell you the honest truth, I really want to remove this trouser and let him have his way. But the trouser refused to open. When I be struggling to remove this trouser, struggling so hard to remove this trouser, I will find out that I will change my mind, because I don't know how I'm going to live knowing that this guy I don't know from Adam raped me. I don't know how I'm going to tell this story, how I'm going to live with it. This guy raped me, he touched me. I can't just deal with this. We did this for hours. I came into this place, call it before 4 o'clock, because I know the time when I was going there. I know what time I wanted to spend there so that I can rush to meet these people I'm going to their place. I stayed there for over 4 hours. This guy refused to let me go. I was bleeding in my mouth. I was having swollen face. I tried all I could. No be small thing. We talked a lot, drank water together, had our introductions. Names I gave fake, state of origin fake, river state lies, where I live, everything about my identity fake, fake laugh, fake cry, fake shout, fake likeness and love towards him. I went as long as hurting and holding his hands. I pretended I knew him before, then had always wished he asked me out. My friends, guys, we're talking about my life in Lagos. So we used to drive like almost 12 hours to Lagos from East. Who will come to look for me on my dead body in Lagos? What will I tell my parents? What am I going to do? I did everything I could. If not that the man should not rape me, or that he shouldn't kill me. Other things, I did everything, pleading, begging, yes sir, yes sir, yes love, yes my honey, you know I love you so much. I did everything. Even I told my children this story earlier on. You have to do everything it takes to play the good person. If bad person did not work, if your wickedness did not work, you try goodness to get yourself out of this kind of a thing. There was no way out. That was the only way out. When we struggle, we rest. We struggle, we rest. I started asking this guy some questions. I started trying to make him feel me like a woman. I could be his sister. How he can have a change of mind. Let's talk about this thing. But this guy will not listen to me. Then I told him, wouldn't it be better for me and him to go to his house? Why are we doing this here in a workshop? This is when we started struggling. When we get at the back of the place, because there was a curtain they used to cover this place before the show glass. I now find out from struggling, I saw knives, I saw pots, I saw cotton board, I saw things like they are cooking there. I still didn't get it until we got talking. After some time, I found out that this man is not even a tailor. The clothes that want to kill me, the man is not even a tailor. This is a camouflage to make people believe that he is sewing. This is actually an arm robber. He told me, he confessed and said, this is what he does in the night. They will go walk and this night is not going to any walk. I died. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. As he was beating me, forcing me, at the time he told me that even if he beats me here, I said, you're going to kill me. He said, even if he kill me here. At the time he was beating me, I told him that this beating you're giving me is going to kill me here. He said, even if he kill me, he's going to throw me inside the ocean, inside the river, one of the waters. He just go to the bridge and throw me there. As he said this, throw me there, I can tell you the truth. I saw how I landed inside this water. He's going to throw me. I was so scared. I cried all my cried. I pleaded all my pleading. I begged him. I promised him whatever I can promise him. He refused. I started using this way women do sometimes, like pleading with him. Why don't we do this calmly? Why don't we become boyfriend and girlfriend? I love you so much. I've been seeing you too. I have never seen this guy before in my life, because wherever these people are calling me this name, I just cross there, I see a group of boys there. I don't even have any face in my head how they look like. I was not even looking at them, but all I knew was that whenever I cross here, people will make mess, and when they make mess, I will just make them like this at the back of my back or waist. I will just make them like this. Every time they make this, I just make them like this, and I will go. I don't have any face registered in my mind. If I knew my life was in danger, I wouldn't have come there. And where they are standing also is different from this place. I don't know what God, I don't know what power from anywhere that directed me to see this gown. This yellow gown. I don't know what brought me to this place. I don't know how I entered here. One could just be vulnerable at any time. Just 2 minutes, one can just land himself inside real danger. I can't believe this. This was my life. At that moment, I screamed. I saw a lot of people outside. I forgot this one. I saw a lot of people outside who were washing, cleaning, who were preparing to make all this akara, the evening food, what they say, street food. Many people outside. I was screaming, shouting. Nobody heard me. Nobody. I was expecting every time that someone would come to my rescue. Over 4 hours, 4 hours, 30 minutes. Nobody heard that I was screaming. He told me I could scream all I want. Nobody will hear me. Nobody heard one scream from me. I was there waiting. After 4 hours, 30 minutes, a thought came to my mind. I don't know why we always remember God when it's too late. Sometimes it seems as if we have a problem when we want to die. That's when we remember God. When we're already dead, that's when we remember, oh, there's this man they call God that exists. It now came to my mind. This thought came to my mind. He was still talking to me. He didn't even give me a break to finish thinking about God or saying something to God. He will ask me a question between. I will answer him. So I was scared. I was tired of the beating. I wanted so much for him to rape me, let me have my rest. Is it not? He will rape me and allow me to go. At least I won't die. He will rape me and the beating will stop. But each time I try to give in to this thing, and I will pull my trouser. This will sound to you so strange. Anybody who wears a very tight trouser will know what I'm saying. I know girls wear very, very tight jeans. When you wear tight trouser, you'll be able to witness it. That sometimes when you even try to remove it, no matter how fast you try to remove it, and you want to ease yourself in the toilet, it can almost be on your body. When you have a very tight trouser, you know what I'm saying? You have to jump up, stretch yourself, do like this before you could get down your waist, or before you can pull it through your waist. If you have ever wear very tight trouser, you will know what I'm saying. I struggled. I wanted to give in, but this stupid trouser wouldn't open, wouldn't just go down. The zip is open, but it wouldn't just go down. It won't go down. And it would be in the struggle of, let me give in. Oh, I cannot. Oh, stop beating me. It's enough. Let's do it. It's okay. No. Then I'll be pulling this trouser down. This trouser will refuse to open. That's when I will say, no. How do I go home and continue living my life? I mean that this guy who said he's not a decent person, who said he has nowhere to live, that he's living in a workshop, who knows who he has done this to. As me as even a normal person, I will say, okay, no problem, whatever happens. But this person, I've known now that I can get any kind of sickness. Anybody who could see you like this and can keep you so long like this and don't care, could beat you so much. What will happen to me after he finished sleeping with me? I didn't know what to do. I was crying until that thought came to my mind, pray. And I was in the middle of this prayer. A thought came to my mind. I said, God, please, anything I tell this guy, now let him agree. That was my prayer. I didn't have chance to pray too long because he was still holding me. I didn't have chance to pray too long because he was still talking between, and I have to answer him because I was scared. I didn't know if I finished saying, God, please, anything I tell this guy, let him agree. I don't know if I finished saying this. Then I said to him, okay, no problem. We're going to sleep here. Me and you, no problem. But please, let me take this thing I have. Even what I'm about to say him, I didn't plan it. It was like God put it in my head. Let me take this thing I have in my bag, which is just the clothes I wanted to sew here. I didn't have anything. I have that clothes I want to sew, and my normal handbag, other things in my bag, which are things that are normally in my handbag. But luckily for me, he didn't ask me he want to see it. He said, are you sure? I said, if you go outside, you make this. This is my area. I will do you this. I will do this. I said, no problem. Why would I do this? Haven't I been here since? Didn't I tell you I love you? I said this. When I said this young man, like God made him deaf and dumb. God sees his thinking. And this young man got ready. I was asking myself, is this guy going to open this door? Is he going to bring me outside? Is it possible? And when I go outside, what am I going to do? An Igbo girl who is newly in Lagos, who is so scared now that I don't even know what to do. Will I start screaming? What if he beat me? What is going to happen if I start screaming outside? I was so scared. When you are scared, you will see that you are helpless. To be scared is the worst thing one can be in this world, because you wouldn't know your right, you wouldn't know what you're capable of, you wouldn't reason well how people will act outside if anything happened to you, wouldn't even reason on the next step to take. I luckily came outside. When I came outside, I was so ashamed of what people who are outside are going to say about me. I came outside. People were busy, like, oh, the whole people are, oh God, nobody looked at me. I looked at them, nobody looked at me. I started greeting them. They greeted me like nothing happened. I'm asking myself, so these people didn't hear me. The whole time I was screaming out inside. Nobody heard me. I walked out. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't draw anybody. I couldn't say, look at what happens. Look at what he's doing. I couldn't say anything. He was telling me, you don't mess up. You don't talk to anybody. This is my area. Nobody will side you. No, this intimidation. I was scared to finish that I didn't know what to do. Then luckily, we arrived at this place where these my friends are living. I was hoping that these my friends are at home, the ones I intended to go and visit. When I got there, they were not at home. They weren't at home. I didn't know what to do. I have to think fast. I have to act fast. And I asked him to wait for me outside. This guy is still outside for you to see how stupid I was, how scared I was. Because this guy has given me the beating of my life. He has intimidated me to zero. This guy is outside this compound. I was still shaking. I was still so scared to report to this guy what is going on. He said, I give you 5 minutes. If it's more than 5 minutes, if I come inside, me and my boys, I was shaking. I was so scared. I came in, these people were not inside. I came out. I want to run. Luckily for me, one man who used to ask me out, who is a neighbor to these people, came out, a Yoruba man. And he asked me, is everything okay? What happened to you? Why are you looking like this? You know, when somebody really like you, he started already cleaning. What is the problem? I want to go. He drew me back. He said, what is the problem? Tell me, what is it? Tell me. I said, wait, I'm coming. The man forced me. He forced me to say what the problem was. I refused. Because this man said I should not talk to anybody. I went outside. I went to him. I told him, yeah, my uncle is not there, it's my auntie is there. I said, no, my auntie is there, it's my uncle who is going. I was just changing my words because I don't know who he should be afraid of. Because I know he should be afraid of my uncle who is there. I said my uncle was there, that the message was for my auntie. I told him that immediately I give my auntie this message, that she will soon come back. Immediately I give her this message, I'll come and meet him in his place. He said, you're going to come home. If you don't come, you cross here every time. Anyway, I meet you here. I do you this, I do you that. As I'm going to come, why wouldn't I come? He told me, he warned me. I was so angry that he has to leave me and go. But he later left. When he left, meaning he left everything down on me. How this guy would have killed me, beat me to death. How he would have hurt me. How he would have... what I went through in his hand, all this thing were disturbing me. I was crying, I was screaming, I was just crying that cry. I couldn't cry enough when I was struggling with him. I was crying. Everywhere was paining me. My jaw has shifted. I don't know if it was this one or this one, but one of my jaw has somehow shifted. I went to this man. When I went to this man, I told him what happened. The man was so angry with me. He said, why didn't you say? The man rushed outside. He didn't see the man. He was so angry with me. He said, take me to the place. I said, never. He forced me. I said, I will never take you to the place. Then the man consoled me, got hot water, treated me, took me to chemist, all this. And that was before my friends came in. That night I was going, I followed another way, which was more far than the other place that was shorter, where the man was coming from. Whenever I want to come to this, my friends now, I stopped coming much often. I was coming like once in 2 weeks, once in a 1 month. This is a place I used to come every evening. One day I was going from this place. I used to come every evening. This coming once, I was going back this day. I was sitting in a bus, going back, because I have to enter bus now, because they have to go like this, like they're going through a Ifako. Somehow, I don't know, I can't remember again. Yeah, Ifako. To get to that place where I live, where I can now do short walking and get to where I'm living. Since the other road is no longer safe for me, because I don't want to meet the guy. I met this guy. I was sitting in the bus. In that bus I was sitting, somebody just came like this. I don't know what kind of devil is this. Somebody wanted to come and sit down, and the person came and sat near me. It was this guy. Can't just explain this. It's like during this time we are growing up, there was time when devil wanted to take us away out of this world, but somehow God said no. How can I escape this guy from his house? How can this guy be crushing on me, calling me, I'm insulting him? And I walked myself into his trap. Then I escaped. Why did I meet this guy again? He came again and sit direct near me. Somebody I stayed with 4 hours, 30 minutes. How couldn't he have recognized me? How? He saw me crying. Tell me how this guy wouldn't have recognized me after how many hours? He saw me, he knew me. Why wouldn't he recognize me? Why? How? I got so scared. He said, it's you. I said, me. I did like it's not me. He said, it's you. I said, it's not me. It's me that did what? He said, it's me. I should come with him the next month. I should come with him. I said, no, leave me. I don't know you. I don't know you. Everybody's looking at me. This guy is dragging me with all his force because he's sure of what he's doing. Dragging me, calling people to come. It's me. I refuse. So, being that the driver is an Igbo man, conductor, an Igbo man, they say, if the girl don't know you, then she's not going with you. Though I was not speaking Igbo, but they can say I'm Igbo. They say, if the girl doesn't know you, she's not going. He forced me, they dragged me, they gave me. I entered the bus. The conductor asked me, do you say you don't know this man? I say, I don't know the man. Other people ask me, do you say you don't know this man? I say, I don't know this man. The driver asked me, do you say you don't know him? I said, no. After some time, the driver had stopped and said, you, this girl, Igbo. This man. I turn and look at the man. He said it again. I know. You know this man. There's a way you're doing that shows that you know this man. Oh, this man. I burst crying. He asked me what the problem is. I started explaining to him what this man did to me. We are so angry. The driver jumped from the front. He wanted to beat me. He said I'm the most stupid person he has ever seen in his life. That this guy did all this thing to you. And you saw us here. You couldn't tell us what this guy did to you. And would have heard the boy. We would have finished with the boy today. I was so scared. Everybody in the bus, everybody. He said, if you don't say it, that means you like what he did to you. Now. If you don't like it, he wouldn't have been hiding. I was so scared. I didn't say this. And I regretted why I never told these people what this guy did to me. But I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson in a very big way. I was able to succeed in this by not raping me simply because I was strong to withstand this boy. No matter what he's beating me, that his intimidation did not make me succumb to his plans to count me among the people he has raped or to say he has raped me. I succeeded in this thing because I believed in God, who I remember that last, who gave me that idea of praying and remembering him and also telling him this thing that doesn't make sense, for God to prove to me that he is there always and he will always be there. I survived because God will never allow us to be put to shame, and God will not allow us to be ridiculed and being used anyhow for useless purposes. This is how I was able to escape this guy, because God did not plan that this will happen. No matter how he tried to be wherever I was at any time, God gave me the strength. To be fearless, not to give into this guy's trick, his powers, his influence, his fearless kind of way to use to make me fall into his trap. God was there. This is why I was able to come out of this, because I almost gave in. And again, for my trouser, I can never forget, for my trouser that was so tight, after that very day, I threw away my trouser, because my trouser normally has already worn out down here on the leg. The trouser that is worn out, when you use trouser and you're going, it's rubbing like this. It was old trouser. I was only wearing it because I didn't have much, and also because I love this trouser so much. So for me, that very day, this trouser has done its work. Maybe this was the purpose why I was keeping it for so long, and I set the trouser free. You are free now to go. You have done your work. So God was there that very day. God was there waiting that very day to make sure that nothing happened to me. And after this encounter with the boss, I left this place and I moved to another place. The next morning, I left immediately, because I don't want my life to become a story of somebody did this to me because he couldn't rape me, or somebody did this to me because I let him down, whatever. So the story was too much. If this guy can see me that very day and still acting like this, insisting, pulling me, calling other people to come and take me, then my life is already in danger. So I took the precaution of leaving as fast as possible, because I don't want stories. I don't want to be stories about one unfortunate girl, what's not happened to. So this is my story, and I would like you to learn that a woman could be vulnerable, that a woman can be raped in the most safest place. In the most safest place, because I was every time cautious of this in my life, that I should not appear some places that put me at risk because I'm a woman. But on this day, I was taken so unaware. I walked into this dungeon with my 2 legs. I walked into this place with my 2 legs, uninvited. I came myself. I brought myself there to be destroyed. But God said no. God said no. I bless God for this. And I thank you for watching my story. This story, I'm not going to ever forget. This story, how God could be there for you and save you from the hands of people who are stronger than you. I was so slim, I couldn't even hold the guy. I can't really withstand him. It was just, wait. Okay, wait now, wait, let's do it, wait now. This was all what it took for him to calm down and come out from this place. He was so brutal to a normal human being at every time. He said, are you sure? Because this time if you know I'm going to kill you, I'll say yes. So it moves him from this high place he is, where he could just carry me and do me whatever he wants brutally or hit me. It was a way of bringing him down and making him human for some minutes, for over 4.5 hours or thereabouts. This story is a lesson. There's nothing to shame about this one. I have to tell the story. This is how I was able to come out of this one. Thank you so much for watching my story. Thank you.